Virgo. Welcome to your June 2026 tarot reading by me, Kathleen Robinson of Karmaqueens. So let's get started. So I'm going to mix the cards. I think I've done it enough now, so let's get them back in a pile. And I think I'll shuffle them twice. There we go. And get them just to go there. So as before, we're looking at June, and now we're looking at the areas that will influence what you're doing generally. And we've got 4 cards that will give you that overview. So Virgo, what we're looking at here with your Page of Swords upright is an indication that there's something that's at the top of your agenda and you've got your peers around you pushing you to do something. And you're kind of thinking, I don't know, I'm not quite ready to go ahead with that. And quite right you are, because the Page of Swords is seeking more information, or more information is needed. So you've got your logical side up here and you're thinking, yeah, okay, everybody's saying I'd be good for this or that. But of course, you need to find out more about that situation before you step anywhere into accepting what your friends or peers want you to do. And you won't regret it as long as you know the information that's required before you go into that commitment. It makes you stronger. Now, the 10 of Pentacles reversed, it's kind of like an all or nothing card. Of course, it's about resource because Pentacles represent money or resource plus knowledge. So it's now or never. That's the kind of feeling you get. You're not going to be doing it next month. You know what I mean? It's not going to be something that's spread over a long period of time when you get this sense of urgency around you in June. You're going to find out what the problem is or what it is that you are being pushed into or you feel that you need more information on. And then you're going to make a decision. It's now or never. Okay? And it's suggesting that you will go ahead with that after you've gained the knowledge and just go for it, you know? So it could be an emotional thing that you're going for, jumping off into that big emotional situation, or it could indeed be a practical thing that you're going for, knowing that you've got to go for it now because you'll never have the courage to go for it or the circumstances to go for it in the future. So it's definitely now or never. And you will have the resource to do it because this card never comes up when you don't have the resource. It's just having the urgency to do it. Now, you've got your anxiety card around you as well. So, okay, there's a biggie that you're doing here, isn't there, in June? And of course, anybody would be a little bit anxious about that. But the anxiety card is a little bit more than that. It's suggesting that you have a tendency to get really, really stressed about situations, and that could be affecting your health or well-being. So what they're trying to say to you is definitely this is the time of the year in the glorious June that we have, is to pay attention to why you're feeling so anxious. Do you need to have some sort of help with that? Or is there a situation where really you need to have some downtime during the course of a day, which is just for you so that you can decompress and move forward? They're alerting you to the fact that anxiety is around you. So what are you going to do about it? Because you have the power to do whatever you need to do to get that more under your control. And the last card as a general influence around you is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So this is a card generally given to people who are working or doing something for others. And it's a card that suggests that you're a little bit hacked off at the lack of gratitude that other people are giving you for when you give out absolutely everything and more for them. So for you doing a job, you don't just do a job and sling it out there. You actually prepare very carefully for it. You make sure there's a seamless effort that goes into doing whatever you do wonderfully. But now the time has arisen where people have got so used to you doing that that they've taken you for granted. And my goodness, that is annoying. So if it's a workplace situation, this, not to alarm you, could be the feeling where you're thinking, do you know what, I'm fed up. Maybe I ought to be having a little peruse to see if there's any situations around me job-wise that would appreciate my skills more. So that might be the inkling of it. Or it could be simply that you said, you know what, I need to have a word with certain individuals because I feel like people are, taking me for granted, which is fair dues. So that's your general feeling. So let's move on from that and let's talk about relationships. So I'm taking a best guess at that. So I've got two cards to give me a flavour of what we're looking at around you. And relationships can be work-based, it can be family, it can be intimate, that kind of thing. So I've got the Ace of Rods upright, which indicates that whatever you're doing with those around you, you're firing on every cylinder. This is somebody with fabulous ideas and open opportunities. The Ace of Rods is a thinker's card. It's like if you were a writer, you would love this card because it opens up the pathway for thought and expression through writing. And when it's with a relationship, the two of you are getting on, or you as a group are getting on, and you're all singing off the same hymn sheet. You've all got the same ideas that you want to put out there, which is fabulous. And because it's an ace card, there's much more of that to come. So it's the beginning of great ideas moving forward in your friendship and love groups. Now, you're going to be busy because I've got the Two of Pentacles upright. And certainly in two areas, you're just managing to balance two things in your life. So it could be money and love, or it could be work and money and, all of that. You're just managing to keep all of those balls in the air like a juggler does to keep things moving. So it indicates that it's a very fast-moving pace that you're going through in your relationship situation in June. So that's good. Lots of action happening. Let's have a look at money because we did talk about that. So let's have a closer look at money. So what I see around you here is something being hidden from you financially because I've got the High Priestess. Now, what she does, she's you, and what the qualities of the High Priestess is, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. The influence is you get a feeling that somebody's holding or withholding from you, and you feel that whatever's coming out of their mouth is not the same as what actually you feel is happening. So it will put your alert up and you'll dig a little bit deeper and find out what the situation is financially. Now, I've got to say this as I see it, that is heartbreak, all right? So maybe when you're doing your digging, you're finding out that something is not as it should have been. Somebody's let you down and you think, God, I didn't see that coming. So as you're reading this, please do make sure that your money situation is as it should be, and make sure that whatever this is, whatever this hurt is not going to happen. Because as you have a tarot card reading, you're looking at it a few weeks before it happens, and you've got the opportunity to divert that away or try and break down the possibility of it getting worse. So my advice to you is dig a little bit deeper on your financial aspects. If you feel there's something that needs to be revealed, it will be revealed, but it won't be great news. However, you can recover it because it hasn't yet happened in June. That's the great thing of having a card reading. It helps you do what you need to do. In terms of challenges, okay, so when I read challenges, what I'm actually talking about is potential blockages that might be there for you in June. And I've got the searching card here. And what it means is whatever you're doing, you're getting a sense of, I feel as if I'm not getting everything fulfilled around me this June, but I can't put my finger on what it is that I feel that I'm lacking in. And this card called Searching is saying that one needs to get really into why you feel that way. Is it because you're not sure what you want to fill that void? And if that is the case, the only thing they suggest you do is open up your eyes to other possibilities that you haven't looked at that's around you in this world. Is there something that you haven't thought of looking at that would actually tick that box to fulfill you in 100% kind of way? And when I talk about fulfilling you, it's not doom and gloom. You're about 95% full with everything that you feel that you need. It's that little sweet zone, the 5% that is lacking. And it's up to you to open up your eyes and see what's out there, because it will probably be the thing that helps you fill that void. Now, I've got the Chariot card reversed, and this card, when we look at it, is all about the way that you please others and please yourself. It's out of balance. There tends to be a situation, whatever it is, where what we say is we have to have balance in karma around us. It's just the way it is. And what's happening with this is you either people pleasing too much and you're putting yourself way down on the list, or it's the other way around, you're being a little bit selfish and disregarding other people's needs. That creates a lot of imbalance around you. And what they're saying, one of your challenges this June is to hit the spot right. Make sure that absolutely you're fulfilling your needs, but also make sure that you're not doing it despite other people's wishes. It's a fine balance, and it's up to you to try and make that happen. So that's the tarot part of it for you. I hope that you found it interesting. And before we move on to the other cards, I just want to talk a little bit about me. So I've been doing this for over 30 years. I'm online. My website is 5tarot.co.uk, and I do various types of tarot card reading. The Zoom ones are on the same platform that you're looking at today, where it's very interactive. At the end of your reading, you will have an MP3 sent to you so that you can download it on your smartphone and listen to it again. The telephone readings are on the conventional telephones if you want that in the UK, or it can be done through WhatsApp in the UK or abroad. And because it's through the internet, it's very, very handy for those that need to have a consistent signal coming through. I do face-to-face here in Edinburgh and Scotland. Now, all of these are by appointment, and if you go onto my website, it will show you what days are available, and you just pick and choose the date and time that you want. That will trigger me to send you a request for payment, and the payment is done by PayPal, which has a part of it that you don't have to be a member of PayPal to pay with your credit card or debit card, but you can also pay by bank transfer if you're in the UK. So that's one option for you. The other options are, if you don't like interacting on a face-to-face basis, then I do email readings. So they're available for you on my website. And the good thing with them is that you don't have to physically interact with me. I will send you an email clarifying what the questions are that you want, and then do the reading for you and send it back into your inbox. And you have a PDF file, plus you also have an interactive journal that's just for you. It's opened by your password, and you can have a look at that. So that's that. Now, also, if you don't want to do any of that, why don't you click onto my Karmaqueens Scotland YouTube channel and subscribe, because that helps me as a sole operator to keep things moving for you. So my self-promotion is done. So now we're going on to the crystal angel cards. And the reason that I do that is to ask the universe to see if they've got anything that they feel you need during the course of this reading to help you. So we're going to mix the cards. There we go. And I think I'll shuffle it once and then just take the card out. So they've got something called apatite, which means progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. And they're saying that by doing that, that will really help you move forward. And apatite is the actual crystal that will help you deal with that in a virtual way. And finally, I've got my other cards, which are called yin yang cards, to help you with your chakras, if you like. But let's see what they're saying. So I'm mixing them, going to get them together. They're very ancient cards connected to Buddhistics. I'll just lift one. So what they're talking about is the card number 10, which is trading in conduct. A new idea is ready to come true. Well, we saw that, didn't we, at the beginning of the reading with that Ace of Rods. Act when you have clear thoughts and intentions. Do not forget customs, traditions, commandments. And if you achieve harmony and agreement, the outcome will be successful. And at the top here, we've got the chakras that are broken, and it just seems to be one that needs to be fixed by this card. So finally, just to say thanks so much for tuning in, and take care. Until the next time, I'm Kathleen Robinson.